Today on our Player Medical Report, Dr. Lalaji delves into some serious injuries.
Today we're going to talk about 4 key athletes that have sustained chronic, debilitating, or nagging injuries over the last 3 years. Let's talk about Julio Jones. Grade 1 lateral ankle sprain, which has elevated his injury risk from low to moderate. What does that mean? There is a much higher likelihood of him re-injuring that ankle or another injury in the next couple of games, and I would be very wary of starting him. Now let's talk about Demaryius Thomas. Sustained a nagging hip injury and re-aggravated that hip, elevated his injury risk to moderate, and I would be very wary of starting him in the coming game. Now, let's talk about RG3. The poor case of RG3, he sustained a coracoid fracture of the shoulder, and that is a very, very difficult fracture to heal. They put him on short-term IR. However, if he does come back, I would avoid him at all costs on your fantasy roster. Now, the final player is Sammy Watkins. He's had multiple injuries over the last 3 years, namely last year a foot injury, which is a devastating injury to a wide receiver, was carried off the field in a lot of pain in the last game. Thankfully, he has not re-fractured that foot. However, it has elevated his injury risk to moderate, and he has had high likelihood to re-injure that foot in the next couple of games.
All right, next, Chuck's Pee Wee football days and Jeffrey's picks.